on, everybody? It's me, Zavi, and this quarter is about foundation building. If you have forgotten, because we've had a very long break. What's up with all that? If you have kids, it seems like they've been out of school for a month, for winter break, okay? And then look, um, spring break ready, come back around the corner. Oh my goodness. But hi, how are you? How have you been? Hopefully you guys had was taking advantage of this break that we had, considering the winter break when the kids were out of school initially, and the extensive um, break we had during the snow. So hopefully you guys took that time to refocus, rejuvenate, spend some time with your family, with yourself, love on your family and love yourself. Hopefully you use that time for that. And we're back today on Manifesting Monday. Okay, so I've realized that doing the videos live, they don't really work for me right now. If there's somebody who would like to assist me in making sure that works for me in the future, please hit me up. I'm all about joining forces and businesses and bringing it together. The aspects that I'm missing from my business, I really want to reach out into the community and join forces with individuals who have those particular expertise that I'm looking for. So in the meantime, I'm just going to do it the best way I know how to do it and get my word across my way, okay? And just hope that I touch as many hearts and minds and souls as I can doing these videos. I hope that the information that I give to you in these crash courses online are beneficial and, are helping, they do help you towards your growth and strengthening that inner God or goddess in you. And so today, Manifesting Monday, today is about discovering inner peace and learning how to strengthen it. Okay? And so, I feel as though it's important to manifest peace in your life because peace is the primary ingredient to activating faith. Okay? In order to activate your faith, you must work with patience and knowing all things come to pass for your greater good. Okay? So it's very important. It's very important to, everybody has the peace muscle inside of them. All you have to do is strengthen it. So it's very important to strengthen your peace. Okay? Now, furthermore, God did not promise us no storms. God did not promise us that we wouldn't have storms. However, he promised us that we can obtain peace through the storm. Because sometimes you have to go through the fire to be refined, just like a diamond. And so, when you're going through that spiritual journey or that hardship, you need to have peace so you can know that all will be well for you at the end of that situation. Okay? So that's what peace does for you. It allows you to go through a situation or a circumstance with the satisfaction and knowing that all is working out for your good, no matter if it's happening for no matter if it's bringing you a pain or not, no matter if you're experiencing something bad or you're experiencing an overload of blessings, because blessings can overload you too. That's why you got to pray for strength to be able to handle everything that God gives you. That's just like you got to watch what you say because your words are power. But we'll get to that a little bit later. But in the essence of peace, it's very important to obtain that and have that, strengthen that muscle, because you're going to go through some things in life to strengthen you, to give you, different experiences so you can grow. You don't initially, situations in life, they're not for you to go through it or get stuck in. They're for you to grow in, okay? And grow through, all right? But we get distracted by the temptations and worry and all those type of negative emotions and such all, so forth. Now, okay, so I wanna start by with a quote from Richard Thompson. All right, and I hope that you got your notebook and pens handy and available while you're watching this video so you can jot down the notes on how to discover your inner peace, and also jot down any questions you may have for me since this is not live. I will be coming on for a little while. I'm going to give you an hour or so to watch the video, or however long this video takes. And then I'm going to come on soon after that for about 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour to do Q&A. So to answer any questions that you may have jotted down. So make sure that you take full advantage of this being a pre-recorded video, and not live, so you don't feel rushed or anything like that. That's a benefit, right? But I would love to be right in your face. So make sure you come out to Collective Consciousness every first and third Saturday of the month. We meet over at the East End Library from 10 to 12. And that's the first and third Saturday of the month, okay? All right, but moving on. So a quote by Richard Thompson. And it goes like this. It says, "Our world is full of violence, and our daily lives can be disrupted by conflict and turmoil. But God promises his people a peace that surpasses all understanding." Okay? End quote. And that was about Mr. Richard Thompson. Okay? And, the peace that I speak of, and the peace that Mr. Thompson speaks of in his writing is ultimately, you cannot, when you have peace, when you have fully activated peace in your life, you can get through some of the most unpleasant situations and hardships in your life, to where another person who may not have exercised or activated their peace, they will be pulling their hair out. But when you have that peace, honey, and I'm speaking from a level of where I can relate from, when you have peace, your bill can be due. Cut off notice. Do you hear me? And you look at that sucker and you throw it right in the trash. I am speaking from a level where I relate. When you have peace, knowing that you have been putting the work in behind your faith, and still you're going through some hardship of some form, or it's something going on in your life that you feel, it's put there to give you worry in the worldly world, in worldly circumstances, it's for you to worry. But you are strengthened and empowered in your spirit, so you have that peace. Oh, honey. You can't do nothing with a person with peace, baby. You can't do nothing with them. Get you some. You here to get it today. Okay? Now, I wanted to give you some further examples upon why you need peace in your life. Why it is important to have peace in your life. Okay? So, I use my book of choice when it comes down to spirituality. Let me back up. I researched several different forms of history and spirituality, ancient history and ancient spirituality, and different cultures. I've experienced it all and read it all. And what I've realized is that it's not God's word that is distasteful to some people. It is the man behind the book. I'll talk more about that later. Okay, but my book of choice, and I don't have a religion anymore, although I was raised as a Christian. However, in this past year in my spiritual journey, I realized that religions and titles kind of put the limits on when you're trying to seek out yourself and discover who God is. And so I don't have a religion anymore. I just consider myself to be spiritual and holy. God is my guide. He is my ultimate, the Almighty. I call him God. I'm not here to place upon any types of religions or put any types of labels to your relationship with God and your spirituality, but just so we can relate. That's what I'm speaking. That's who I'm speaking of when I say God, the Most High, the Almighty. Many people call him different things. I call him God. Okay, and so my book of choice is the Bible. And so I pulled a couple of verses as to why you want peace in your life. So here in Proverbs 16:17, it says, when a man's ways is pleasing to the Lord even makes his enemies be at peace with him. Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want your enemies being at peace with you? Even people who don't like you. When you have peace running all up and through you, even the people who don't like you can't understand why they love you. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? It's because of that aura that you possess over your being. That joyful, that peaceful, that loving aura that you possess over your being. So even though they trying desperately to figure out reasons as to why they don't like you and can't stand you and want to be your enemy, they can't help but to love you and to acknowledge that light in your being, which is peace. Why wouldn't you want that? Okay? Now, here in Philippians 4, verses 6 through 7, it says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving. Okay? Let your prayers or requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds. That's why. That's why you want some peace. That's why you want to get you some. Why not? Why not? Let me interpret this for you. Be anxious for nothing. When you have peace, you're not anxious for a thing, honey, because you know that it will come in due time. You know that you have put in the necessary work, and this is from a positive aspect. If you're using all of your your supernatural powers and attributes for negative, to the power of negativity, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those positive people who are desperately working from a area of righteousness. You're seeking God. You're seeking your spirituality to strengthen yourself and to strengthen your attributes so you can have a more suitable and successful life or career. I'm talking to you. Okay? Now, when you develop some peace, and when you got peace, you're anxious for nothing because you know all the work that you done put in, all the faith that you have. You know that what you worked for is coming, and it's coming in due time. And maybe if you're feeling a little bit stagnated, you need to know that things are being worked out behind the scenes that you have no idea. You have no idea the many of doors God had to close and he had to open for you. You have no idea how he had to speak to other people in their dreams and talk to them so the assignment can be fulfilled over your life. You have no idea. So when you have peace, you get an inkling. You know that these things are going on, so you can sit back. And you can sit back without worry, knowing that the work that you put in and the faith that you have was ultimately the special ingredient of faith, of peace that you dipped and spent all up in those things. And now you're peacefully waiting for those blessings to manifest in your life. So you are anxious for nothing, okay? But in everything by prayer and supplication. So you're thanking God. You're thanking God for what you know is going to happen. You're thanking him for what you already have. You're living in a state of gratitude, which means that your blessings are going to manifest 10 times faster. So you know they're coming quickly. They may come right before the moment you need them, but guess what? You know they're coming. Okay? It's been plenty of times where I waited to the last moment. Do you hear me? For example, and it's not nothing serious where I know I got to take charge and go at it. The little things. I'm going to use the bus, for example. I travel a lot by the transportation and the bus. And so it's plenty of times where I don't even check to see what time it's coming. I'm just getting ready and I'm talking to God. And I'm like, okay, put my coat on now. And I go outside and I'm walking. Then I'm like, oh, let me see what bus is coming. Because I know one is coming. I know I won't messing around. I know I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing, and I let God show me the path to take, and I walk that thing. And when I look and I see it's a bus every single time, okay, I live like I already got it. I thank him like he already gave it to me, and you got to do the same thing. That's a part of peace. Activate your peace. Strengthen your peace. Live in a state of gratitude for the things you already have, whether you have $1 or no dollar. Be grateful that you got a life and that you know God is going to make sure that everything you need, you will receive. So you be grateful right now, and I promise you it's going to come. You do the work and you have the faith and you sit and wait in peace and patience, and you see some things manifest in your life, baby. Trust me. Fact check me. All right? Now, when being anxious for nothing but in everything by prayer and supplication. So you're not anxious anymore when you're living in a state of peace. You're praying and you can supplicate everything that you do not have at that present moment. You can supplicate that with gratefulness and knowing that you will receive it. It is coming. Okay? Absolutely. And so the reason why it is said that peace surpasses all understanding is because it's some situations that you just don't know how you got through that. You just don't know what made you sit back and develop a stage of peace through it. Oh, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We hear our elders say it all the time. It's gonna be all right. All is well. I made a little poster for myself. It has a bunch of words, but the end result is all is well. All is well. It's well. Because what I'm going through, whether it be good or bad, I know that my work, my intentions are positive. So everything that's happening is happening for my good. I know that. So all is well. Okay? Now, I want to go on and talk to you about the terminology behind the word peace. And it's a worldly terminology, and it means freedom of disturbances. Freedom of disturbances. And what are disturbances? Disturbances is anything that brings disruption to your life. Anything, be it a person, place, or thing. It's freedom from it. Freedom from it. Okay? That's what peace means in worldly terminology. Get you some. Write it down. This is how you get it. Okay? Now, three examples of having peace through the storm. Example number 1, being low on money and high on bills. When you have peace through those type of storms, you have peace knowing that you putting in the work, you got the faith. So I'm going to kick back because God, look, this is tapping into example number 2, but I know I'm doing all I'm supposed to be doing. So if I don't have the monetary, if I don't have the material in my hand, I know that you behind the scenes going to make something happen. Or you're going to make something happen, Lord. So I'm going to sit right here while I got this disconnection notice and just see what you're going to do about it because I done did the work. I got the faith. I'm waiting on you. Peace. Okay? So being low on money and high on bills. But you got to be working behind that though. Okay? You have to put the work in. You got to put the work in. All right? Example number 2. Being unemployed with excellent experience. I can relate. You can't find a job to save your life. You done been on 25 job interviews. You got more experience than the CEO. But you cannot land that gig. Why? Because God is trying to talk to you. He's trying to speak to you. He got a different direction from you and you can't hear him. You can't hear him because you're so busy creating stories. I done did this. I did everything I know how to do. I've been doing this. What else can I do? You're creating stories. You gotta let go and let God do what he got to do. So and once again, there's some things behind the scenes that you have no idea. You have no idea. You know you overqualified. You think them people don't know you overqualified? It's either one or two things. They think you want their position, or they know you need something better because they're not even worthy of you. And not everybody gonna tell you that. I had a owner tell me a few months back. I had an owner tell me, Zabi, since you've been here for the past 2 weeks, I've been feeling like I haven't been running my company. I appreciate everything you're doing, but I just think you overqualified to be here. That was God saying, girl, go ahead, be full-time business owner. What you doing? Oh, you mad? You upset? You worried because you don't have full-time business owner money yet. But guess what? You're going to either take this leap of faith or you're going to keep on being, getting your heart broken by these people who let you go for no reason. These situations, these jobs that you're on and you're so unhappy. You're going to keep on doing that or either you're going to take this leap of faith with me. Have peace in knowing that any bill, any rent that's due, anything them kids need, anything you need, have faith in the peace in knowing that I'm going to give it to you simply because you living your life on purpose, being about your passion, doing exactly what I created you to do. That's what God is saying to you. I'm no different from you. I'm no different from you. You want some peace? Get you some. Here's how. Okay? Now, example number 3. Of having peace through the storm. When you feel like life is spinning out of control. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. One thing after another. When it rains, it pours. Same I story. I just don't. Lord have mercy. Call on him. But I'm trying everything. I just want to give up and all this, that. You losing control because it's the best thing for you to do. See, what you don't forget about is you don't ask God for some things. You don't promised him some things. You done told him that you'll do something if he did something for you. You done told him to give you a particular person, place, or thing, and you were going to give him something in return. You done told him you wanted to be the best you wanted to be. So when he begins to knock down all of those things that you have put inside yourself all these years, all those wrong directions you have went, all the hells that you've created as your reality, when he goes to start stripping you from those things, it's going to feel like you losing control. But guess what? You need to have peace. That's where peace comes in. Because through that storm, you need to know that, oh, I'm being stripped so he can fill me back up. Okay. Yeah, I ain't even know what to do, so I just sat right here and let him do it. I'm telling you. Because if you surrender your life over to God, if you want to activate these abilities that's already in you, it's going to be a lot of just sitting back and let him do it. It's going to be a whole lot of it because it surpasses all understanding, especially peace. Everything that God does, until you see it before your eyes, because sometimes we these type of people, if you can't visualize it and see it already, and you're having difficulty letting go of what you're losing control of, you can't see it already. But when you see that thing, if you let go, if you pass the test and let go, have that peace and just kick back, keep doing, keep having faith, keep working, keep being active, but you let go and you let God, and you see him work in your life, and at the end of that thing, you're going to be like, oh, duh. Like, and he gonna give you the desires of your heart. He gonna give you exactly what you want in that person, that place, and that thing. Sometimes we can't see that though, because we don't like to lose control. We feel out of control. Because you are. You gotta lose control so God can get control. And you do that by having peace. And you know, when you're feeling like you're losing control, you gotta have peace through that storm, because it is a storm. You lose a couple of things, and sometimes we lose things that we're gonna miss a lot until we realize we didn't need them in the first place. You know? So you need peace. Alright? Now, how to have peace? You can have peace by these three things right here. Okay? Having faith in knowing that whatever happens is happening for your good. That's how you have peace. Especially if this is only if you're living life in positiveness. You have positive intentions and actions, okay? So you have faith in knowing that whatever is happening for your good. Number two, you're doing the work. You're actively doing the work to reach your goals and to get through rough situations. You're not sitting in depression. You're not just worrying and complaining. You are actively being peaceful. You're saying peace, 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 peace. You're speaking it. You're sitting in it. You're asking God for more of it. You're understanding. You're knowing that everything that's happening is happening for your good. You know that. That's being active. Number three, is trusting in God. Simply put. And I have a scripture for you, Proverbs 3:5. Okay? And it says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to thy own understanding. Seek God's will in everything you do, and he will show you the path to take. I'm telling you, he will. I'm coming from a stage where I relate. I'm telling you, he will. All you have to do is trust him. So those three things, when you combine those three things, you will begin to activate your peace. Have faith in knowing that whatever's happening is happening for your good. Do the work, being active and participating, and participating in reaching your own goals while God is helping you out. You're actively participating in reaching your own goals and getting through those tough and rough situations. And number three, you got trust in God and knowing that He doing all of that. That's how you activate your peace, okay? Now, why? You ready for this? Why you want peace? You still need a little bit. Okay, well, why don't you? Why don't you? I'm a CNA and I'm a patient advocate. I can refer you to a good physician, to talk to you if you need some medical attention, if you don't want peace after this. If you had peace and you lost it, I hope you're getting it back. If you want peace, you never had it, you're going to find it. And keep on going back on this video. Hit me up. Hit me up. It's free. Come on now. You got to pay for majority of everything in the world. I keep telling y'all stuff free and you don't hit me up. Come on now. It's free. Ask me. I'm there. I'm here to help. Okay? Now, who wants to live a life on edge, in pain, or worry? Anyway. Okay? Things are going to happen out of your hands and negative situations will arrive, but with peace, you will learn how to deal with them better and get through tough situations successfully. Okay? Because one thing you have to realize is that tough situations happen to strengthen you. You can't learn nothing without examples and going through experiences here on life. That's the reason. That's the very reason we are reincarnated into another body. It's to exercise what we've learned in the past life to possibly get it right again or lead another life, learning new lessons and different things like that. So either you learn a lesson or you get defeated by the challenge because you're going to go through a situation. Choose one. Learn a lesson or get defeated. I'm a winner, and you ain't no different from me. You just got to exercise your privilege, okay? But learning a lesson happens when you go through trials peacefully, knowing that you live by God's will and promises that in divine flow of living, everything is happening for a reason, and that you can have peace knowing that you are being refined and will come out even better than before, just like that diamond that goes through the fire. Okay? All right. So, trust in God, discover your peace, and constantly remind yourself about it. And the next thing to do is live it. Keep living it and living it and living it. Okay? So, that's the end. That's the end of discovering your inner peace. That's how you manifest peace into your life, by everything I spoke to you about on this video. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope to see you here again. I hope you guys have questions that you want to ask me, or, if you don't, just like and share this video, okay, with somebody that may be interested in it. All right? I want you to stay connected to me for Meditation 101, and it's just the basics of meditation. It's a good form of introducing peace into your life and strengthening that peace into your life as well. Meditation strengthens your inner muscles, and it connects you to your inner God, okay? Your inner spirituality. So it's very important. It's a very important piece. It's a very important piece to peace. All right, so Wednesday, that's what Wednesday, WillPower Wednesday is going to be about meditation, because it takes a bunch of meditation, willpower to sit in peace. I'm sorry, it takes a bunch of willpower to sit in meditation, okay? You got to still your mind and all things of that nature. So I hope that I've giving you some information that you can use, some information that will be conducive to your success and your life or career, okay? And I look forward to spending each and every Monday and Wednesday evening with you. Make sure to come out the first and third Saturdays to Collective Consciousness. It's a lot more of this. It can get deep because the floor is open. We're in person. All types of issues are brought about, and God will really work in that program. So I see you. Thank you for tuning in. Share this video, and be blessed. I'm just here to assist you in igniting your life and being about your passion, and finding out everything that you love to do and teaching you how to make money from everything you love to do. All right. So I love you if haven't nobody told you today, and stay tuned for more of me and foundation building. All right. Bye-bye.